All right. So, when last we left off, the Fellowship of Chlasad was on a mission to return the Princess Aurelia to her homeland of Ornidia after briefly stopping in the aviary of Crocra, and eventually, after eventually sending Chad back to the aviary with the Kiptrix, and a brief stop in Veluth where you talked to Wilfred's mentor, Priestess Jorah, and freed some treants from a curse from an obelisk. You made your way to Straight Run, where you met Carrick's father, Marin, and you survived an assassination plot orchestrated by the buyer, working in conjunction with the Myriad. You made your way through the Quantum Breach and into the Dwendalian Empire. You stopped in the city of Nubrat, where you bought some goods and spent a night in the Gnomish Delight. Then you eventually made your way out onto the Glory Run Road, where you saved some travelers from two gray renders. One of these travelers recognized Angvor and introduced herself as Celine and knew Angvor under his pseudonym, Malith Brontel. She said that she had seen him a couple weeks past, although Angvor had been in Palebank Village with you guys for months, even years. Eventually made your way to the city of Rexentrum, where you entered through the gates via the use of Carrick's uncle, Kalen's contacts and connections. You made your way through the sullen and decrepit Mudtop ward into the Tangles. You bought some rooms at the Tangled Tankard, and you left your horses at a stable. From there, you sort of orchestrated a bout, sort of fight in a bar, an underground bar, and then you went and tried to figure out how to remove the curse that you believe that Lord Acheron the Merciless had placed upon you. You went to the Temple of Bahamut the Platinum Dragon. You talked to the bishop there, and he referred you to the Cerberus Assembly and to the Soldiers Academy. There, you eventually made your way to find the Baroness Jenna Eresor, who said that she believed she could be able to remove this curse or this spell, but she wanted you in return to deal with the Draco Hydra that had been plaguing the city of Blumenthal. You agreed to do that in return for her removing this curse, and you guys sort of paired and went to the fight. There, Carrick fought a saber-tooth tabaxi named Subutai, and you had just about although even a very close fought bout with the use of Wilfred's magic, Carrick was able to overcome. Carrick was able to overcome Subutai and win the bout. He confessed his deception to the bout, and you guys were banned from the Grimgrit Inn. You then decided to take up Jenna Eresor on her mission. You made your way to Blumenthal the next day. There, you asked around. You saw a lot of burned crops, a lot of destroyed farms, and you discovered that the Straco Hydra returned around midday every day or so. And you decided you asked where his lair was. You learned that the Draco Hydra had sort of a lair up on the Sibblequell Ridge somewhere. As you were sort of interviewing a farmer named Rollo, Wilfred spotted a dot rising from the Sibblequell Ridge. You guys sort of told everyone to sort of get inside and hide, and you made your way towards the advancing Draco Hydra. When you guys saw the Draco Hydra, on its back were two familiar Dragonborn, the red Dragonborn Lucia and the black Dragonborn Nazgrim. You fought them, and after a intense battle, you killed the Draco Hydra and Nazgrim, and you knocked Lucia unconscious. Angvor slapped the dimensional shackles on Lucia, and as we begin tonight's session, Lucia is unconscious but alive. Nazgrim and the Draco Hydra are dead. Fellowship of the Chlasad, what do you want to do as you conclude this battle?
I believe I was getting ready to investigate Nazgrim's body.
All right, make an investigation check for me, please.
8.
8. All right, so you find 75 gold.
All right.
60 silver.
Okay.
and 111 copper.
Cool.
That's all you find.
It's a lot for an 8.
Oh, additionally, you guys have leveled up to level 10 after that fight.
Oh, cool.
So probably should have told you guys that before this session. Oh well. What are the rest of you guys doing as Carrick investigates Nazgrin's body? You guys leveling up?
Which is the webcam. Hello. No.
Hello. Hello,
I
Harrisburg.
see hear the webcam.
Ian.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We were saying stuff for a second, and we didn't know if you could have heard us.
I don't think you did. Yeah, up until like just now, I couldn't hear anything you said. So what are you guys trying to do as Carrick was looting the body?
I cast Mass Healing Word so everyone gets 10 HP.
Okay, including Aurelia.
Everyone that's within 60 feet of me. So
All right.
except for Shia. Just to clarify that everyone is not everyone.
And as I'm putting the dimensional shackles on Lucia, I'm gonna kind of dig through his pockets and kind of look over him and see what he's got on.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
21.
Okay. All right. So with a 21, you find that he has a ring of a sort of a small sort of golden ring with a jeweled sort of green hummingbird on it.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Additionally, he has let's see. He has a potion with yellow fluid streaked with black, and it sort of swirls on its own. And you find a simple iron flask with a brass stopper. And you find a black sort of gem.
Interesting.
And then you find 335 gold, 505 silver, 450 electrum, and 1016 copper.
Well, I mean, I think we've accomplished the task here.
Do you think we just need to bring back a head or all 5?
Can we
Or the
carry a
whole
head?
thing? Somebody has a bag of holding, don't we?
I don't know if it's a massive head.
I don't know. I mean, we can try and take one of these heads.
We
in
can
there.
bring an ear or a tooth or something.
Or
Probably.
is there a bounty for dragons anywhere? Try to sell them off as 5 different dragons. Should make more head growth.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how she wants us to prove her, but I mean, we could at least take one of these heads. I mean, I'm sure we could. I mean, they don't seem too heavy if we cut them off the right way.
Steve. Um,
Or we can just alert the townsfolk here. I'm sure that they're in. It
Yeah.
sounds like they must know this lady.
should we try to find the lair? See if there's anything in the lair. That's great.
It seems like that's a ways away. They pointed up the mountain far ways. And we could definitely
It's
try, but
Probably a days away from my eye line where it came up. We could definitely head back to the townsfolk, rest up, and then head out back to the head out to the wherever this resides and see what's out there. See if there's anything of worry.
I mean, do we want to go all the way to the lair? I mean, we accomplished what the person sent us to do to take this curse off of us.
Well, there might be goodies up there, but we gotta get back to the curse off, might be better.
That's true. Presumably nothing there guarding him anymore.
Yeah.
Plus, these two were with them, so. So they're, they may have had their own hideout.
Yeah. I mean, either way, I'm game, but I mean, whatever we want to do.
So inform, what's her name first, I guess, and then we can try to find. Because then we can drop this Rashia off somewhere.
It's true. We also have
And
Washia.
don't
We
have
don't
to
want to
babysit.
probably want to take him back into captivity so somebody could hold him hostage or prisoner.
Was Rushia like a spell slinger? Or was he just all like martial arts?
Are you asking the DM? Or are you asking your
The DM.
the DM? Ushia was exclusively a spell slinger, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Well, I mean, I think we should just head back. I mean, let's take a head or two with us just to prove it. I think that's probably the best option if we can.
All right, who's got a slice
Pull
of
out
knife?
I'll pull out my great sword.
That works.
That works.
We need to roll something.
Okay, just roll I mean, just make an attack roll. I say, and then roll some damage for me with advantage.
Oh, with advantage, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause
Okay,
it's-
natural 20 on a corpse.
Oh, okay.
Just a dirty 20.
It's dirty 20. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then just roll some damage for me if you wouldn't mind.
And
10. All right. So easy enough. I mean, obviously these are dead. So I mean they are big heads, but I mean it's relatively easy to cut through them given some time and some, so you can cut off as many heads as you would like. Or for whatever purposes you guys want.
How heavy do they seem when we get the first one off?
They're heavy. I mean, they're probably, 80, 90 pounds.
Are there any trees nearby?
There are. Yeah, I mean, they're a little ways off. You're kind of in an open plain, but there is a forest probably a few minutes walk away. And a lot of the trees there are burned though. So
We could probably make some something to carry the heads with. Tie up some rope up some limbs or
I'm also like super strong.
Our horses can carry a couple of these, I think. We tie to them.
it's true.
yeah, but I was thinking we could tie them to horses to the,
Just witcher it, put it on the saddlebag. Big old-
All right.
How many you got cut off there, Garrett? What's that, your third one you're working on there?
Yeah, this one seems a little tougher than the others.
Yeah, maybe 3 is enough. Maybe let's just get that last one off and that should be good, right?
Yeah, I imagine.
is dragon meat any good?
Yeah, if she needs any more, we know where it is,
Yeah.
but this should be enough proof. Plus, we have Wushia.
Well, let's get these horses and, I mean, we can strap it to them or
Tie it up, head back to town.
not too far away.
I'm
Alright.
not putting a dragon's head on Rose Petal.
All right, so you, you guys begin to put dragon sets. How many did you cut off? 3? You said 3 or 4?
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
3. Okay. All right. So you guys cut off 3 heads, and all of the horses except for Rose Petal. Or sorry, not Rose, not Rose, but
Rose Petal.
Rose Petal. You guys are basically able to sort of throw these over sort of the back of your horses and sort of you clip clop off back towards Rex and Trump. You guys arrive after nightfall. You sort of see that the gates are closed, and although this large city is still active.
Is there anybody at the gate or?
So if you want to, you can go and knock at sort of at the gatehouse.
Probably should try to knock.
This lady's name?
The gatekeeper company?
No,
Did
this
you-
person. Yeah, this was,
Jetta.
Jenna?
Jetta.
Jetta. Yeah, we'll walk up and knock.
Right. Hey! All right, stop. What do you want?
Entrance to the town, entrance to the city.
What business do you have after dark?
We're back from business earlier this day from Jetta. She's the
Soltris, she's from the Soltris
Academy.
Academy.
Lieutenant Arrestor?
Oh,
Jenna?
the Baroness. Do you have any sign that you are on a mission for her? Any?
Well, we have proof, but we don't have like a symbol.
this. We
Sort
come.
of looks. Make a persuasion check for me.
No, that won't work. 22.
All right. Now it's oh, you slew the beast that was besieging Blumenthal. I see.
Correct. Yes, we are back, and she wanted proof, and so we're bringing her proof. And
Oh well, welcome in. Thank you very much for your assistance.
it's our honor to.
So they begin to sort of winch up the portcullis.
Yep.
And guys are able to sort of ride in.
Jenna. Or is it Jetta?
Jetta.
Who knows?
All right. Probably should do this in the morning though, right? We still have a room. I assume.
We could probably.
I do not believe you guys have paid for rooms for tonight from the Tangled Tankard.
Because we did 2
Yeah.
nights.
Right.
Or maybe we should go to the prisons first.
Drop off.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's go.
Do they let you just drop people off there?
I'm not sure what we really want to do with Wushia, guys. I mean, he's
I don't want to let him go. He's got destruction on his mind, and I
But I mean, I don't know if this is the place to leave him, but I mean, we know that he is plotting against basically all of Wildmount.
Well, they may take him if they find out that he was with the Draco Hydra attacks,
Yeah,
just for that. Do we know, is Blumenthal like under leadership from this city, or are they kind of independent?
So Blumenthal is part of the Dwendalian Empire, like
Okay.
Nukvarat, the Marrow Valley, and obviously Rexstrom is the capital. Blumenthal as well is a particularly important city to Rexstrom, since it supplies a lot of the foodstuffs for
Okay.
Rexstrom. So it's no surprise that the guard recognized, had heard stories about this, since it's something that would directly affect them, as opposed to something that on the other side of the empire might not.
Okay. Well, guess we're gonna go to the prisons first. Might
let's
be
see
a
if
good time
anybody's
to go.
there. Yeah, let's see if anybody's there.
All right.
Or to Taylor or somebody,
Someone.
whoever the Crown's Guard is for this town.
All right, so can I have somebody make I'll say an investigation check? Sort of for the group investigation.
I can do it.
Not pussy.
Not I.
Yep.
That's a 19.
It's a 19. All right. So you guys ask around a bit. You guys are able to find a Crown's Guard that sort of leads you to sort of the center of the city, which is sort of where sort of in sort of near Castle. Sorry, what is that? Sort of take you to the King's Bastion, which is sort of the where a lot of the Righteous Brand soldiers are, and underneath there's a massive sort of labyrinthic like prison. There you are, and there you are greeted by a sort of a stern looking guard who looks at you and says, how can I help you?
Well,
You can go.
so we have someone who was helping the beast at Blumenthal and needs somewhere to drop him off. I don't know. I guess he would be conscious at this time, right?
Yep.
It's been a couple hours.
Yep. Conscious.
And plus other
Yeah.
stuff.
And we've dealt with this and his compatriots before, and he is an avid zealot of Tiamat.
He seeks the fall of the Dwendalian Empire and all of Wildmount itself into chaos.
Well, so he sort of looks around, sort of pensively. Can I have somebody make a group persuasion check for me?
I'll do a persuasion. Or someone else has got it.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
He's filming your dice rolls.
Yeah, just because I set this thing up, just seeing how well it works.
Can't really see it.
You can't? Okay.
Maybe we can't click on it.
Yeah, I guess you would have to. I guess we'd have to have it like 10.
Yeah, that was a natural one, wasn't it?
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
You all get a prison tonight.
So he looks at you guys very sort of concerned. And he goes, "Look, I don't know where y'all folks are from, but we don't really do vigilantism in Rexstrom. It's not
exactly vigilantism. This isn't something we went out looking.
We didn't go looking for him. We just found him.
Oh,
is
so you
something
you
that-
all are Crown's guard. I clearly see by your garb.
No, we were on an errand for, Miss, what was her name?
Jenna.
Miss Jenna
from
Eresor.
Academy or whatever.
She was the one who tasked us to take care of this beast. And when we came upon, well, this beast found us, and this and one other of his compatriots that we were had dealt with before were riding and evidently controlling this monstrosity. It's not as though went out looking for them, but
Well,
Kind
if,
of a
if it was a mission for
unnecessary-
Jenna Arasor, go talk to Jenna Arasor.
that's what we're trying to do.
Does she have prisons?
Does this look like the Solstice Academy to you?
It's less of vigilantism and more of citizens
Yes,
arrest.
this is very much citizens arrest
Except
for the whole county.
None of us are citizens. So.
We're just trying to make sure we do all the right things and turning this guy in.
But I mean,
If you just want us to talk to Jenna, we'll go talk to Jenna.
yeah,
Sued so bad. Unlawful.
if you don't want it to be your problem, that's okay. Yep. We
You should
will-
leave the enforcing of the law to the Crown's Guard and the Righteous Brand.
By all means, that's.
I mean, we can.
How
let
am I
him
to
leave.
know the story you're telling me is true?
I mean,
No,
here.
I guess you don't.
Yeah, we have heads right outside.
You're more than welcome to ask Miss Arresor yourself about.
You're
the
lucky I'm
errand.
not throwing the four of you, five of you, into prison for false imprisonment.
Well,
I mean, we could let him go. Who, we don't care about this town that much, do we?
yeah, that's
Let's
true.
tell them that. Like,
Good
you said,
day.
so you're-
It's late.
oh,
It's
town.
late. Good day.
Good day to you as well. Thank you for nothing.
Well, I guess we should find somewhere to stay the rest of the night then. Or we could check and see if Jenna is awake and receiving guests at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't have the ability to contact her at the moment.
On the one hand, I would normally not want to bother her so late in the evening, but I also don't want to deal with this guy any longer than we have to.
Oh, yeah.
I think given that, she might be a little more understanding of our late arrival.
Well, let's go to the.
I mean, if we go to a hotel, we gotta pay money for them.
Yeah, let's go to the Solstice Academy then.
Someone will just stay in his room. We won't put him in his own room.
That's true. I guess it's not per person.
It's per room.
Yeah, just be a longer night.
Well, we could just, let's head over there and see if she's available.
All right. So as you're walking there, can I have everyone make a perception check for me?
Want me to roll for you?
I mean, it's just a -1. Whatever. Nice. A 9.
9. All right.
19.
All right. 19.
12.
8.
12, 8. All right. So as you guys are sort of walking around, Ingvor, you catch Ushia sort of whispering under his breath. In what languages do you speak?
I speak Common and Vernal Naush.
Okay. In a language you do not understand.
What are you saying, Lucia?
You spellcaster, servant of a dark god. I'm just saying a prayer to Tiamat.
She cannot help you now.
But you can. And all of a sudden, as you guys are sort of walking through this open plaza, you see a dimension door sort of open in this sort of this open square, and two dragonborn step out.
Do we recognize them?
A white dragonborn and a blue dragonborn.
Good.
Oh, okay. It's them.
It appears time
How
is
far,
drawing.
how far away?
Probably only like 80, 90 feet away.
And he was unconscious, right?
Yeah, he was
He's at one.
unconscious.
And there's
Yeah.
been no rest, so he's got 1
No.
HP.
Yes.
90 feet.
Do you think you will?
I am going to, as soon as I see them, I'm pulling out my Moon Touch Great Sword and holding it right up to Ushia's throat
Okay.
and telling them, don't take a step further.
And so you see the white dragonborn sort of approach with her
And
hands raised.
I'm holding my action to
Slit his
if she
throat.
takes if either of them take more than 5 steps or make any aggressive movement, I am slitting his throat.
All right. She comes
that's-
forward.
yeah.
Sort of raises her hands.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
The blue one's name is so best.
Right, and blue. So Beth and Noop.
I don't know. I can't remember his wife, but I met her once.
Yeah, she was in Pilgrim. It was in it. Then they. Dragonborn go by Z Zer.
No, no.
Those were bows.
It only makes sense.
All right.
Okay.
So the sort of the white dragonborn approaches with her hands raised. She says, "We mean you no harm."
That is an outright lie.
Don't even need an insight.
I propose an exchange.
Stop right there and maybe we can talk.
And all of a sudden, the blue dragonborn pulls forward a person.
Who is this person?
You sort of see, make a perception check for me.
I don't know. We don't care.
Well,
Fireball.
19.
19. All right.
RS.
Morgana. They have Morgana there, sort of bound and gagged. Fellowship of the Chili Sad. I propose an exchange. One of yours for one of ours.
How is she looking right now?
Morgana?
Yeah.
She looks real rough. You know,
Like HP kind of rough. Like
Like,
Like she's probably in about the same state that Ushia is.
she may look worse than Wuxia.
oh wow.
She looks like she is not. Wuxia looks like he just got done with a fight. Morgana looks like she may have been imprisoned for a little bit as well.
Mm.
Well, that is
My grip
see.
doesn't falter, but I look over it, but I glance my eyes over at Will.
You see, well, is taken aback. And he's a bit at a loss. He's been kind of preoccupied the entire night for the most part because of the fact that we have Lucia. But now that he sees Morgana, he's definitely taken aback. And I'll just what do they do to you?
She's gagged. She can't respond. Sort of just looks at you with sort of one eye sort of swollen shut. Like,
Keep thinking your shackles does that, but it's just dimensionals.
You know,
Um,
how do you propose this trade happens? We do not trust you, you do not trust us.
I want one of you can meet me in the middle of the square with Lucia, and I will have Sobith hand over your companion as well.
Just from the best I can tell, does it seem like they're being completely forthright?
Make an insight check.
I would like to do that as well.
5.
5. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Wilfred, what'd you roll?
11.
11. I mean, again, I mean, you get a little bit more there, but again, you can't tell whether they're lying or not.
Can I just like make eye contact with her and just try to like read her face?
Yeah, make an instant check on Morgana. Sure, why not?
That's the same roll.
Another 11.
Morgana sort of looks away as you sort of look at her, and you can't really get a good read on her.
I will grab the dimensional shackles and force Lucia up onto his feet and away from Carrick and say, I got
Do
this.
not want anybody driving along.
what was that, Morgana?
And say, all right,
All right,
I see no other course of action here.
Sobith. Sobith sort of leads, sort of leads Morgana to the center of the square as Angvor is approaching.
What is
And-
that? What does this thing do?
And we'll stop, and I say stop as we're about 8-10 paces away from each other,
Okay, all right.
so we don't get right next to each other.
He tries to keep walking towards you.
Stop.
I'm just bringing you your friend.
Release her now.
Make an intimidation check. Make an intimidation check.
Intimidate.
It's a 23.
He stops. He slowly drops the bands he has on Morgana. All right, we have done what you asked. Now release Wushia.
I will undo.
Can I try to do something right now?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I just pray and say, get her out of here.
Okay.
Is that right?
So divine intervention.
Yes.
All right, go for it. Yeah.
Roll that
Where's my
D100.
Where's my D100?
We just leveled up, so you got a better chance.
It's my first time I use it. No.
Yeah. All right.
If it was the if it was I rolled a 97, which is yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Right. Fellowship
Yeah, I
literally
will-
said. Right.
I will take Wushia's shackles that I'm still holding on to.
Mm-hmm.
Tell Sobeth back away from her.
He kind of slowly drops, but he sort of has a hand sort of on her back as he sort of backs away slowly. Sort of holds like the back of her garments.
And I will unshackle him and forcefully kick him towards them.
Okay.
What's your strength?
slightly off to this, I mean, slightly off to the side.
All right. So we'll stay with Morgana. Leverong will go to Wuxia,
Now give us Morgana.
and then she will dimension door away with Wuxia.
They can take 3 of them.
No, it's just-
Sobith is still there,
So that's still there.
and he will thunder step away.
I will,
With, or I guess thunderstep does damage.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's not like taking her or anything, so,
No,
It does deal damage to us.
right,
yeah, to me and her, most likely
right,
not.
yeah. So that'll be Angvor and Morgana. So let's see. Constitution saving throws. All right, can I have a Constitution saving throw from you, Angvor?
I leveled up.
We did get any modifiers or proficiency.
18 then.
18. All right. I believe that is I believe that is a save. Give me 1 second to make sure.
I don't think so.
Morgana rolled a 14. I think that's a failure, but again, let me
You get a feature.
Nice. I think I just skipped.
Yeah.
You get a path feature and a primal knowledge, which is optional.
Yeah.
Your rage is still 4.
So that'll be a 7. So 17 is the saving throw you saved, right?
Yeah, I got an 18.
All right. So you saved. Morgana failed. So that's 1, 2. That is that is 22 points of damage halved. So it's 11 points damage to you, and Morgana is unconscious now.
All right. I will run over to her and just grasp her and hold her and say, Wilfred!
Yeah, as soon as he disappears, I kind of get back to myself. I see her fall down, and I run up and cast Cure Wounds at second. Yeah, let's do it at
And then
third level.
he cast Dimension Door 1, 2 thunder steps away. He cast Dimension Door, so he's 5.
Yeah, as soon as she goes down, I
Yeah.
kind of like come back to myself and
Mm.
run up and cast Cure Wounds when she's down.
Okay. All right.
Where is it? 18 plus 5. 23 healing.
All right. She sort of pops back up.
I removed the gag, I think. What happened? Are you okay?
There was an ambush. An ambush. I'm sorry, Wilfred.
How long did they have you?
I only a couple, a day or 2, maybe.
Were you at the village?
In Valuth, yeah.
How's what's it? What happened at the temple?
The
How's
the temple, I think, is fine. They just after you guys left, they came and they laid an ambush for us, and the green one, he's working with him. He led us into a trap.
Valkyries?
Yeah. I thought he wasn't.
you said he was following them?
That seemed pretty anti-Tiamat, I think, when we met him.
Yeah,
It isn't.
well, you're safe now.
Can't believe I left. Should have been there.
Does she seem completely on the level?
Make an insight check.
Maybe we would have been rescuing you.
Then you were fine.
4.
She seems to be telling the truth as far as you can tell, Karen.
Cool.
Well. Guess we're getting ready to go find a place to sleep, I guess, because that sort of solves our prisoner dilemma.
Yeah. We can at least wait until the morning for this, these heads, then. This is not of the utmost importance, but it's hard to have to let Wushia go. We know that he is a head honcho in some plots that are very wide ranging, but it was worth
At
it.
least we got one of them.
Yep.
Yeah, Nazgard is dead, so that's
Morgana's Creditor speaks up and she says, they wanted to know about the temple, Wilfred. That's why they left me alive.
What all did they figure out?
I didn't. I tried not to tell them anything important, but yeah.
I'm just glad you're safe. Now,
Thanks. Thank you.
Well, let's get out of this open area and find somewhere to stay the night. I think we all need a rest at this point.
All right. You guys.
yeah. However, we stayed at, I guess, is nearby.
Yeah,
Ish.
I'm sure they have some rooms still available for us as we stayed there before.
Yep, so you guys return to the Tangle Tankards. Sort of bustling even at this late hour with motion and sort of, you know, the revelry. So it'll be 2 gold per night per room per night. However you guys want to arrange rooms.
I'll pay 14 or however many gold it takes to get all the rooms.
I'll room with Morgana for the night.
All right.
So 10 gold, I'll give them.
All right. All right.
And long rest.
Yep.
I will take a look at the potion when I'm
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Make an Arcana check with advantage.
That's a natural 20, but we'll roll an advantage.
All right.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Whoa!
Well, that makes complete sense because you have actually seen this potion, this
Oh,
sort of
oh,
potion
good.
before. This is a potion of speed. It's the same sort of potion that Carrick had used down in Golgathir.
Ocean of Zoomies. I don't think I have anything to do tonight.
I would read, but doesn't feel right.
You have no trauma.
I'm here to talk if you want. Yeah. Yeah.
I just nod my head.
Mhm.
Sounds, yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, they did what?
Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. That you-
I'm just glad you're alive now.
All right.
Well, I guess, yeah, we take our long rest and get up
Early in the morning, go find Jetta.
try and get
All
this
right.
curse removed.
All right, so you guys go to So you guys go head down into sort of the center of the city to the candles region of Rexentrum. The candles is a sort of, I mean, it's a sort of lavish and opulent area of Rexentrum. It's filled with sort of beautiful statues and ornate sort of dwellings. And there is sort of the main area, from which it sort of got its name, which are the towers of the different members of the Cerberus Assembly, called they're called the candles. Give me 1 second too. So there are 8 tall spires that house the members of the Cerberus Assembly. Each kind of has its own unique appearance. Jenna, asking around, you guys can tell that Jenna Resor's tower is sort of a tower that sort of changes from depending on which direction you look like its shape and its appearance. From some directions, it looks like sort of a sort of normal tower, sort of standing upright. It's got sort of like this prismatic effect to it, where it changes colors from depending on which direction the sun is shining on it, as well as it changes. Some directions it looks sort of triangular, some directions it looks conical. But it is a sort of ornately beautiful, although somewhat bizarre tower. Guys, go and approach and knock.
Yeah.
You guys sort of. Hello. May I help you? A voice comes from behind you.
There you are.
We're here to see Jetta.
Yes, I am Jenna.
Oh.
She turns around when you mention her, and you see sort of the visage of the sort of the blonde-haired human woman of Jenna Resor. She's wearing a pink sort of dress that is, I mean, it is not gaudy, but it is bright pink, and it sort of has a sort of a flowing sort of silhouetting effect on her. I hope you bear good news about Blumenthal.
I'll hold the heads.
Wow. And did you learn any information on where the Draco Hydra may have originated? These are not natural monstrosities. They're almost always created by arcane means.
We did come across 2 unsavory individuals that we've had run-ins with in the past. Part of a cult that follows Tiamat. And they appeared to be guiding this dragon thing. We were able to in the fight, we managed to end one of them. Another we intended to bring back for someone to question or put in prison or something, but his friends managed to
Ambush us.
He managed
Yeah.
to get.
He sort of looks, well, a deal is a deal. And she sort of like pulls out this leather, these 5 leather amulets that are more or less identical to the one you found in Isocross. And she sort of hands them out to each one of you. These are standard issue for the Cerberus Assembly, and I think these should be able to prevent you guys from being able to be tracked by magical means, unless it is a far more powerful being than I believe him to be. But I hope that helps. As for the cult of the caustic heart,
Are you
I've-
familiar with them?
I
Because I didn't mention the name of the cult.
As for the cult of the Caustic Heart, I know I've heard tale of them and their devotion to Tiamat. Um, they're unsavory figures for sure, but this is far beyond their typical abilities. It's disturbing. But yeah,
They seem to be in pretty powerful positions. Another run-in we had, well, not exactly a run-in, but far north, outside the mountains of Uthadurn, we were privy to a meeting between four factions. One, an evidently traitorous house within Uthadurn. One, the Jezzeraz orcs. The
Was it the Jack? No, it wasn't the Jagantoths, was it?
Yeah.
It was the
Utalots.
Utalots, that's right.
the Utalot family from Shady Creek, and these four Dragonborn. Now, each of these other factions had brought dozens, maybe even hundreds. I'm not sure. It was a lot. And these four Dragonborn came alone. Which to me says that they've got quite a lot of pull and quite a lot of power.
But you said you slew one of them. Easy enough, eh?
Well, we're only facing two of them.
And we all
And
almost
it was a
died.
very close fight as well.
Speaking of, we probably should go back to make sure that his body is still there.
Did we not like bring proof that we killed him?
Not Nazareth.
No, we didn't say we cut off Navrin's head or
Just
anything,
the
just
high delicious Hydra. The Hydra.
Well, do you have any other information that may help? I will do some digging onto where this fringe cult gained so much pull.
So you've never dealt with them yourself?
Some Cerberus Assembly secrets are meant to be kept. I have not dealt with them directly.
I'm not sure whether I believe her. It's an 11.
11. She seems truthful,
Fair enough.
but
I mean, there's not much else to really tell you, and
I mean,
oh,
they are interested in a certain temple, right?
They are, yes.
they're interested in also kind of taking over the trade routes. I mean, within Wildmount and ISO to export to control the import and export between Isocross, Malayas, Mir, and kind of within this whole continent. And kind of, I'll just briefly go over as best I can remember the conversation I overheard.
mhm.
Giving her as much. I mean, I don't remember all of it as Angor either, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Presumably
there.
you'll mention, say, like the colors and some of the
Yeah.
she does perk up. She's this chromatic assortment of dragons. They remind me of a certain alliance of Dragonborn back when they were defeated by a band of heroes known as Vox Machina. But
Yes, I think it's actually pronounced Machina. I've heard about them before.
okay,
It's Vox Machina, I think.
Oh, really?
Was how I was
Vox
told it was
Machina.
pronounced.
Oh, wow. Are you from Emon or from Taldore?
No, I was I kind of was near Draconia when it was a little bit after it fell. Nearby, not in Draconia, but like, so we had people, uh, we had refugees
Oh.
from there talking about it.
Yes, the fall of Draconia. It was sad day. I'm sure you weep for your people, right? She just gesticulates towards you, Girthing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little young. I didn't, the people I knew didn't say much about it, so.
Well, Vox Machina also killed a friend of mine, so
Hmm.
I don't find for all the good they've done some not good.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm familiar with them.
Haven't we all?
Uh, well, I thank you for bringing this to my attention. If
I thank you for. I think it'll be a great help.
I hope this relationship can continue. You have proven yourselves worthy adventures. May I count
Maybe.
on you for future? And she drops like a bag of gold in whoever's in front of her in their hand.
I mean, we're not gonna be here forever, but
But if you can reach us, you know, we can always be willing for higher.
She sort of leans forward. She says, "In Rexentrum, good allies are hard to find, and
Yes.
sometimes one has to have patrons. I hope if you need anything, you'll reach out. I can do you many favors." He sort of leans back.
well, that sounds pretty useful.
Well, we appreciate this relationship as much as you appreciate it. And we hope it can continue as well.
Well, I must be off. There are many things to be done. And she sort of clicks her heels together and sort of twirls her hand and then poofs away.
Well,
Oh, Girthing, how much gold is in that?
6, 8.
I may have to drop out a little early. We've got a tornado warning
Okay.
Oh,
through 6:30.
Okay.
Which actually means something here in Birmingham.
Mm.
Unlike in Harrisonburg.
Yeah.
right.
We
all right.
win, so that's it.
Well, let us know if you need to drop out early.
You know, now if we go back to try to find the layer, they may have cleaned it out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what, yeah, we don't even know really where it is, but
I have
better-
ways out.
I better drop out.
Okay.
Just to be on the safe side.
All right.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.
So yeah, be safe.
Yep.
I've got ways to figure that out. I'm level 10.
nice. I mean, we can always check it out and see what's there, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure that they've cleared out most of the stuff if any of the Dragonborn were there,
Oh, we might need him again.
yeah. But at least we have these handy necklaces now, so hopefully
Dude,
vampires will
Do
not.
we recognize these necklaces as?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where to from?
Well, I mean, we can keep on, I mean, we done what we had to do here in Rexatron, I mean, we can keep continuing west towards the,
26, 27. 28.
There's 2,000 gold in there.
Oh my gosh. 2,000 gold.
Wow.
I would be here all day, guys, sorry.
We can
I
head out to
gotta
the
hand
cliff.
this to somebody else. Oh, Angor.
God.
He's just gonna keep it all for himself.
Oh, God. I'll give 500, 400 to everybody.
Whatever splits, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dog barking.
I mean, Aurelia is getting 400 gold.
Yeah. I'll include her this time.
She has a lot of gold.
She needs to start spending it. Man.
She may have more gold than the rest of you guys.
I'm back. 400, that's a lot to add in. Why don't I add now? Too much.
Well, I mean, we can, yeah, I mean, I think we've done everything here in Rexstrom. And there's nothing to keep us here at the moment. I mean, we could head on back over to the cliffs where our final destination for now is.
Yeah, the head on. But I mean, if we have other jobs too that we want to get done for
Yeah.
Jet.
She hasn't given us
Yeah.
anything at the moment, but I mean,
Well, what if we just make sure Nazgrim's dead?
we could stop by there, but I mean, it's been a day already, and I highly doubt his body will even be there. We can, again, on the way out, I think that's on the way to the cliffs in that direction. We can stop now,
It's in the opposite. Yeah, it's in the opposite direction.
whatever.
I pull out the map again.
So, well, we could definitely, I mean, it wasn't more than a half a day's journey anyways. We could head that way and
Just ensure.
He's still running around. Be good to know.
yeah. Well, let's do that then. Let's head down to the field
Yeah.
field where he lay.
All right.
What are you doing?
All right. So you guys head back towards.
Yeah, we're going down to Blumenthal.
Yeah. So you guys are sort of heading back to just me and you, Nathan.
We'll go back to Wichita.
All right.
And I'm going to make a sleight of hand check on everybody in the party right now and steal all of their gold.
All right,
All of their
I'll roll for Wilfred. Oh, it's a natural one. That's another good thing. It's another natural one. And Karen
That's a
gets-
natural 40, 60. Whoa, that's a natural.
I cast Finger of Death.
Oh, wait. OP things now?
You guys wish. I wish Ingvar was in. All right. So you guys head back towards Blumenthal. It takes
Yeah.
them, probably half a day, 6 hours or so. But you eventually arrive to Blumenthal, and you see that since the Draco Hydra has been slain, you see that there are people. You see that there are a smattering of people working together, sort of putting out fires and sort of beginning to sort of sort through the rubble of some of these homes that were destroyed, while others are sort of surveying damage. Some wave to you as you guys enter. You see Rolo.
We see what?
Rolo,
the
the
guy.
guy that talked to us.
Oh.
Oh,
Is that we were out of here yesterday in a hurry.
yeah, we didn't.
So, do you know what has happened to the bodies of the Draco Hydra or the Dragonborn?
I think they're still there. No one's laid them to rest, but we weren't entirely sure what to do with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure either.
Well, let's go. Just look.
Let them be carrying for the fowl and wild animals at the field.
Once you guys head back to the field where you fought the Draco Hydra, and there you see two rotting corpses, one of Nazgrim, one of the Draco Hydra, that is sans 3 heads.
Well, so they haven't grabbed them yet.
Doesn't seem like they're going to at this point. Yeah, so that's a good thing.
we've been surprised by people, I guess, that have come back, like Aurelia's brother,
Yeah,
so.
I wonder if we could gather the townspeople and have them,
Bury the body.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, it looks like there's some downed houses over there already that have some wood. Maybe they could help us build a pyre and then we could at least send off, finish off these two evil ones completely.
I mean, if you guys ask around, you guys will find people willing to help to build a
Yeah.
pyre. You guys have the wood in between the forests as well as
Uh,
the houses.
Before, can I try to get the Dracohydra's heart?
Yeah, absolutely. Make a medicine check to find to know if you know where a Dracohydra's heart is.
It's in the
Can I
chest
help?
somewhere.
Can I help?
You can guide him.
Hmm,
Sure, I can guide him.
Is that D4?
Yeah, D4.
you could slither in there.
Yeah, you can probably give him advantage too.
Yeah.
And advantage?
Yeah. I mean, I'll say that you guys are helping. Yeah.
Oh my. So what was that, a 4 actually, before I bumped it, or 2? So that is a 5.
Nice.
5. You dig around a long time in that Dracohydra, and you just find a lot of blood and guts and a couple bones, but you mostly just you're just like cutting open the stomach, and it begins to this thing smells absolutely revolting as well. It's been
Guys,
sitting in the hot sun for a day.
Dracohydras have no heart. They don't exist. Well, this will make it messy to put on the pyre.
Yeah. Well, I'm not helping load it onto the pyre.
We can just bring the pyre out here. Just load up the wood on it.
Yeah. So you guys sort of are able to, with the help of some carts and the horses, pull the Dracohydra and Nazarene onto the fire, or into the pyre, sorry. And you sort of are able to light the pyre, and this rancid, absolutely odious smell emanates from this massive funeral pyre you've made for the monster and the dragonborn you slew. And everything
Wow.
smells like burning flesh. It's
Yeah.
absolutely revolting.
And I would say, once we light the pyre and kind of make sure it's set off hard, and we don't want to really stick around, and I don't think the townspeople are really wanting to stick around to it. I'm glad we could deal with this problem for you. Seems
Thank
to
you.
be-
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Yes,
What is your name again? What do you call yourselves?
we are the Fellowship of the Chili Sad.
Well, Fellowship of the Chili Sad. The town of Blumenthal is forever in your debt.
Well, you are welcome. It's an honor. I think we may be on our way. We have business elsewhere, but we just wanted to come back and be assured that these two were deceased completely.
Understood. He sort of nods. He doesn't quite understand why you would come back to make sure of that, but he just sort of nods anyways, because he's not going to contradict the people who saved his town.
Well, that was all the way out this way. I guess we're heading.
Back up. That took a while, I think, to build this pyre and set it
Yeah.
ablaze.
It took the better part of the afternoon, but you still have a few hours of daylight left.
Yeah, we may be able to make it back to Rexitrum and be able to spend the night there before we head on.
Yeah, that tavern's been pretty good.
Yeah,
I feel like we just hit the road.
We just keep going.
yeah, we
Let's
can
keep
go.
going.
Yeah.
That works.
All right. So
That
you
works.
guys, having gone south, you are now on sort of the Glory Run Road, and so as you guys head west, after a couple hours, you guys approach both the Amber Crossroads, which is sort of a meeting place of wagons in sort of the center of these empty fields where people or merchants exchange goods, and it's a little bit less well regulated, but especially what is often traded here are relics of gods that you're not supposed to follow in the Dwendalian Empire, because this is not an area that's well regulated. It's not a
Yeah.
city. But there are other goods as well, and even other contraband, as well as you sort of pass somewhat north of the city of Druvenlod, which is sort of a
Precious.
sorry, it's a it's a sort of mining city. If you ask about it, you can probably find out more, but without too much information, that's what you have.
Yeah.
I say we keep going because we need to get here.
Yeah, let's just keep going. I mean, it's still a journey and there are still perils in along the way, so.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you guys pass on north of Drovenlode, and sort of through the Amber Crossroads, and you spend another day on the road, sort of making your way towards the city of Jerosa. And then you guys sort of, as you guys
I'll
basically-
read.
They're not frisbee golf.
you'll read. All right, so yeah, you can read a couple hours.
Mm. Want to use the spell, but I don't know how to use it.
You want to use a spell? Just cast it.
That's not an action. 11 minutes.
Well, we've stopped for the night,
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what we're using for.
so I get 2 hours in as we
We're out in the
stop.
wild, I think.
What spell are you trying to cast?
I gained access to commune with nature.
Okay, all right. So you're gonna on this sort of second night, you're gonna try and cast Commune with Nature.
I'm just thinking if there's anything I even want to know in the nearby area.
It's like, what's all the gossip?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it lets me know
Which squirrel pooped on which tree?
if I'm outdoors, I can know knowledge of the land within 3 miles.
Wow.
I instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about, and then they give you a couple subjects you can ask about. I
Okay.
don't really know if there's anything I need to ask about right now,
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I think I won't do that tonight.
Okay. All right. So you spend another night.
Make more sense. Yeah.
You're spending
Well-
another night out in the wilderness. Are you guys setting up watches or anything like that?
Seems probably wise out here.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right. So can I have just perception checks?
One, first watch.
I got a 12.
A 12. So as you sort of sit there in the night, listening to the sounds of the sort of the wilderness, you hear this faint clanging of metal on metal. Clang, 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 clang.
Can I tell where or how far away, kind of?
Not with the perception check you rolled. It sort of echoes in the hills, and so it's hard to sort of,
Check.
yeah, determine which direction it's coming from.
Probably haven't really said that he's really looking. Yeah. Seems like far away, or is it just kind of like
Yeah,
ambiguous?
distant. They're definitely distant. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of noises out in the woods here, so
Lots of natural metallic noises out in the woods.
yeah,
Iron ore dropping off the mountainside.
it could always happen.
Hmm.
I'll wake up the second watch and
All right. Who's taking second watch?
I'll do it.
All right.
22.
22. All right. So as you are sort of staring out into the night, you begin to have sort of this you're sort of looking out into the night. You're looking at sort of the sounds of nature. You as well hear the clanging metallic noise. You can tell it's coming from the south, as well as shouts of men distantly. As you're sort of sitting there thinking about what has happened, you begin to sort of feel a foreboding feeling, a sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach. You can't quite. You're unsure precisely where he's coming from, but it seems like the wind sort of whispers to you, warning you of an impending danger.
Ooh. Yeah, just keep an eye out then and dread.
All right. I think.
Alright,
Perception's a -1 always, right? Yep. So that's a 17.
Nice.
17. All right. So as you stare out, you see like they hear like this flutter of wings. This you see this little like person sort of skimming around, sort of chasing you. Sort of
Smacking at it again like last time.
right, making an attack roll.
Great. Y'all ignore it. Wow, that's a 10.
10. You swing and miss and it sort of flutters around and sort of begins to sort of just dart into your stuff and just throw things around in the night.
Great. Y'all ignored the problem. Now I have to deal with it.
I dreaded, that was my dealing with the problem.
Hey, stop it. I guess try to keep chasing after it.
Okay, all right. So
Yes.
yeah, so you run after it and after a couple minutes it sort of darts away and sort of the pixie sort of flies into the distance.
What's happening?
Should I get on the broom and just go?
First,
Hold up. I gotta get this guy because he's the director of camp.
what?
Get on the whatnot. Get on the broom and take off.
What is happening right now? I look around and
Or
I
try to
just-
follow it at least. You know, it's not.
I guess I would just start packing up the camp. Or like,
Wilford's awake, so he knows I'm gone.
All right, so you're chasing after this pixie.
I only have a movement speed of 30 on the broom.
Okay.
So
Let me just do one thing.
God bless you.
All right. All right. So as you fly away,
I don't know what you're doing, but God bless you.
quick, call the fire department. Grab the fire extinguisher and run out the door. I did that to my mom once. She was like, "Wait, what?"
What?
Go put the fire out. So I couldn't explain to her why she had to call the fire department. So she didn't.
Oh, my God.
It didn't matter because it was just the lawnmower that caught on fire.
all right. So it's sort of
I don't really have like dark vision, so I might lose sight of it, I guess.
yeah. So make a perception check for me if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 5.
It rolled a okay. So you sort of see it, sort of swoops into the grass. You're sort of chasing on the broom. You lose sight of it. You sort of look around.
Mhm. All right. I guess I don't really know what like Earthling player doesn't actually know what the creature is.
Mhm.
I would imagine. Well, I guess that's that, and I'll turn.
Can I have you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh gosh. Do I get
Bless.
I do have. It's been a minute though, right? Bless is a minute.
It is a minute, but
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please.
1. A 1. I'm sorry.
All right. Can I please have you roll a d10?
That's a 6.
A 6. All right. You just sit there and don't do anything
Oh, okay.
because you are confused. Now make another wisdom saving throw, please.
3. I
3.
did that.
Can you roll another d10, please?
That's a 9.
9. All right, you can act and move normally.
All right. Well, this is strange. I gotta get that.
All right. All right. All right, so you head back to camp.
Yeah.
You guys pack up and move on. So within another day's journey is the city of Eurosa. Eurosa is a famous city because it has sort of, as you enter in, you see is just sort of,
We were vinegar.
yes, it's sort of just gaudy and sort of like everything in this city is about Bahamut the Platinum Dragon, right? You see images of statues of him all over. You see sort of shops sort of advertising them in the name of Bahamut the Platinum Dragon, and it's a sort of a another probably about the size of Nukvarat. So as you guys enter in, are you guys looking to do anything here? Are you guys looking to?
I guess we restock and
Nobody's stayed here before.
No,
I haven't. I haven't been this far west before.
I mean, I think we can maybe get what we need here if we need anything, but I mean, it's just as easy just to head on to as well. I mean,
Yeah. Do we know, are they known for anything specific?
Bahamut.
Bahamut statues.
You can also roll a history check if you would like. I mean,
Hey.
Hey.
nice.
History is a 18.
okay, all right. So, you have heard of the city of Eurosa one time before.
This is
Sort
weird.
of a vague whispering of a myriad something. Myriad begins here, something like that. You don't know really what that means precisely, but when you hear the name of the city, you're like, oh yeah, sort of this
It-
vague recollection, sort of in
Like
the
rings
back,
a bell, like yeah.
back synapses of your brain. But even with an 18, there's not a lot you can get from your background.
Trying to think.
I guess we just, well, stock up and spend the night. I don't know.
I mean, we got a lot of gold from Jeddah.
True.
Anything specific we need? Maybe moving out.
Nothing.
We
that I
got
need.
horses still. We've got the map that works all the way out here.
Yeah, it goes all the way to the coast. I made sure to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's nothing's gotten in our way since Rexatrum yet, so that's actually pretty good for us. It seems like to get this far without having a stoppage or
Yeah.
have something else sidetrack us. So I mean, I think we put our heads down and just try and make it there.
All right.
Okay.
There is still a good ways to go. It looks like from this map. We have different options of ways to go. It looks like there's this
Be good.
thicket here.
I might
Might not be best to go through
It
it.
might be a little jungly. I might be able to get us through it, but
That is sort of the other point of order. It's that here the Glorin Road sort of splits into two. To the north is the Haven Path Road, and to the south is the Pride's Walk Road. The Haven Path Road leads to the harbor city of Icehaven.
Okay.
But
we could get a ship. But then again, that runs into the issue with
Water.
water.
You don't want to be that close to water, maybe.
But it is less of a journey on water at that point.
But there are many things in the water.
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I could get us through some
some thickets.
thickets before.
I feel like I would have some idea of getting us through a thicket as well.
Or we could hire a guide.
Or we could go south towards Pride Call here and cross the river after that.
It's true.
Or Siren now when we need them. We're about to go through the Pallid Grove.
You mean ARS?
Cyrano was the one from Pallid Grove. No, he was from, I guess, near. It was ARS.
Well, I mean. I'd rather go south or through the thicket here than take a boat. I mean,
Plus, Ice Haven sounds a little cold.
yeah,
Or we could
Yeah,
just come
yeah.
up for the most part of this road. And then just keep heading west and come down. It looks like it's a little bit further, but we won't have to cross any
Well, we could,
thicket or
we
anything.
could ask around, maybe they call it a thicket, but it has like a straight road going all the way through the middle, you know?
Yeah,
Maybe it's been tamed.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll look around for someone that might be knowledgeable for
Roll a perception check.
perception.
Like a
Like either
adventurer
Adven-
looking person. What was that?
that's a natural 2. So
Natural
7.
two. Sort of 7. You
I
look
thought-
around, a lot of miners, you know, a lot of, you know, people involved, you know, priests of the Platinum Dragon. You don't see anyone that looks like they might know about the Velven Thicket.
We're probably in the wrong part of town.
these don't look like hikers.
I guess I'll just go up to a miner.
All right, you have to a miner, sort of like
Am I in ER or OR?
ER.
Okay.
Hey.
Why are we so confused? Where are all the adults?
You're not my daddy.
Where's your
Stranger danger, stranger.
Miss,
Yeah.
we're looking to, my group and I were looking to travel through potentially the thicket. Have you ever been up that way?
What
Or-
for are you trying to go through the thicket for?
Potentially, we're just, have you heard any stories about it? Or have you
Because
been?
no
through it?
one goes through there.
So it's a no-go then.
I mean, I heard there are some nomadic clans there, and that there are sort of these druidic temples to the Wild Mother that they do human sacrifice and strange things. But some of the gnomes that live out there, they have some sort of trade agreement with the dwarves in Pride's Call.
So there is people that live there.
And the Diolet fruit that grows there is prized for its rare delicacy. Prized as a rare delicacy.
Well, do you know of anyone who's tried to go through it?
No, not personally, no.
Um, 'cause sometimes where people aren't, like, people don't come back, we can find goodies there.
I just work in the ruins of Schattengrad, just digging
Really?
up the artifacts they're finding there.
Yeah,
Do you know if there's any way towards the Pallid Grove? Like any road towards that?
What's the Pallid Grove?
So that's a no then.
Does,
we may just have to find our own
Did-
way there.
does the city have like an adventuring guild or?
People that,
Maybe.
you-
There's a group, a mercenary band that operates on the other side of Verosa.
Cause they may know.
they might.
how to get around, or maybe some merchants, you know, if they have good ships from
I think they're called the Dragon's Teeth.
Dragon's Teeth. Dragon's Teeth. Group of mercenaries. Euros. Um, they may know how to get around.
They probably, if they haven't, I would be surprised, since they're from here.
The Zoni Fields.
Thank you for your help, miss.
Think you're welcome.
Rockinstone.
Don't get yourselves killed, all right? Now.
Oh, we'll try.
We're very good at it.
Well, they may know a path forwards.
They might, yeah.
Are you gonna go find them?
Gotta go to the other side of the city, sounds like.
All right.
Yeah, let's go see if we can find the thing that looks like dragon's teeth.
Can I just have a group perception check to find the Dragon's Teeth?
18.
18.
16.
All right, you guys very easily. You guys come to the other side of the sea. You see an eclectic looking band of adventurers that look somewhat like yourselves. They look. There's a sort of a large, sort of dark black minotaur with sort of brawny, sort of sinewed arms that are as big as Wilfred. There's a brass dragonborn that sort of wields sort of a shield and a sword. There's sort of a blue green, sort of a teal colored tiefling. And there is also sort of a tall, sort of austere looking elvish woman.
Yeah, they look like they would have at least found a way through.
Hello there.
Hello, it's another dragonborn. You don't see many of them in this place. Hi, nice to meet you. What's your name?
It's good to meet you. I'm Gersang.
Ah, nice to meet you. I am Jiangmin.
Jamid.
Jiangmin.
Jamit.
Jiangmin.
Or the
Yuckmid.
one of those regional dialect things, I think. You know.
Yeah, it's like the way you can only get like a dragonborn's like tongue to like position.
I lead my party here, a Dragon's Teeth. We're down a member. Our monk is off in Rexentrum, but I know the look of adventurers when I see them.
Yeah, we were heading west, or right.
Yeah, West.
He's the one with the map. And we're looking, in our trail splits into two couple different ways here, and
Okay.
somebody who's come from that direction or gone out that way.
Figuring out the best path forward, you know,
Oh, okay. So
maybe juiciest.
Yeah, like,
juiciest. You guys aren't. I mean, where are you guys looking to end up? I guess I didn't catch that part of your little tale here.
I mean, I assume we're going to Pallid Grove.
Yeah,
You know,
probably through the Pallid Grove, most likely.
The Pallid Grove. Well,
Or should we avoid that place?
I just the Pallid Elves, they keep to themselves for sure. They're a aloof bunch, if you ask me. Not the biggest fan, but probably you're not gonna be able to get to that through the sea. You're probably gonna want to go through the thicket for sure.
That's what I was thinking.
There's a few passes in the mountains, but I'm not sure if any lead to the Pallid Grove in particular.
Well, I mean, we can find a path sometimes once we get there, but you know, it helps if you know what you might be getting into before you get there.
Hey, Org, you know, anything about a path through the mountains there? You know, Org, the sort of large minotaur sort of leans over and goes, "Hmm, I am unaware." And he sort of stands back up. Org's he's not so talkative, but you know, I try and do the talking. I guess I'm the face.
So that the thicket you think is best, and then,
Well, if you're looking to go to the Pallid Grove, you know, there's
I mean, we may go. I mean, like, well, what are our options going down towards like Pride's Call?
We could probably cross the river down there, it looks like, maybe.
Kind of swing around it. I guess we're going through Pallid Grove. I guess we could go around it if we had to.
Yeah,
you could go through Pride's Call for sure, for sure. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get to the Pallid Grove once you get down in the south there, but
Right, yeah, Palo Grove is like a direct line, like if you go from our point to where we're trying to go, it's like a line through, so we could even just like go around if we needed to. We're not necessarily needing to get to Palo Grove. But
he sort of leans forward and looks at you and he says, "Oh, where are you trying to go there?"
I mean, we're heading out towards the coast at the whatever the cliffs are called.
I believe it's called the Stone Cage Cliffs.
Why would you be head? Well, you're adventurers. I guess you're probably looking for some treasure there or something. Eh?
Yeah, I heard there's some juicy stuff out there.
Some juicy stuff. Who told you that?
Heard it from the grapevines.
I mean, client,
Adventure privilege.
privilege.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
Sort of
I don't
down.
mean to engage. You know, to.
You understand? You've had those.
I do. Yes, a contract is a contract is a contract.
So yeah, the Pallid Grove, I guess we don't really care too much about, other than it's that direction.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, so if you head south, maybe there'd be something down there. I mean that down that direction. Oosh, that's generally in the direction of the Everplume. I don't know. Maybe
I could get us across the river
If we need to.
if we absolutely needed to, yeah. That's
Well,
not an issue on my part.
there's no crossing down there.
Yeah.
well, I mean, my issue is I don't know how you're going to get back up.
Oh, it's not like ground, river, ground. that-
I mean, you're not. How do I explain this? Hmm.
I mean,
South
gotta-
of that is Port Damali. I mean, that's not really the direction you're wanting to go. I don't think.
That's a little too south from our part.
Well, here, he's got a map.
Yeah, I'll just pull out the map and be like, this is the area we kind of need to go.
All right. Let me do
Seems a
one.
little spicy on all the fronts, but
Yeah. He started looking at it. Let me just.
Mhm.
I'm trying to figure out something.
I mean,
Yeah.
and there's a road down there, but that's way down there.
Yeah. Golly, yeah. I mean, maybe it is best to head south. You know, you can try and hook around the mountains down there, and
Go through those woods.
yeah.
Well, whatever they're.
But if you're heading out to Stone Cage Cliffs, I mean, you'll want to take a boat, right?
We've been advised to stay off the water on this one.
Oh, we've been advised to stay off. Wow, what an interesting. What. Well, I mean,
Otherwise, like Ice Haven, I think would be where we would head, and take a ship.
Yeah, that seems to have a port, at least I've heard it had a port, so either, if we need to do it, but that's not our goal.
all right. I mean, yeah, I guess you guys could head south, but if you're avoiding the water, it's gonna be hard. I don't know what to tell you. You see the map, you know the map. It's like the map.
It's more that a lot of open sea, like the last time we were on water is better. If
You
you
like river crossings are probably okay, but
Okay.
sea travel may be a little sticky.
Well, I mean, the Wildwood has its own fair share of um, dangers as well. So you're heading just south down to Tusua. That's a wild place as well.
So either way we go, we're gonna have to trek through something.
Yeah, but
But I mean, we take care of ourselves, we kill things.
yeah, just trying to figure out if there's an actual road that goes there is the main question.
no, there's no road. No road. Once you get down past Pride's Call, it's most people just take the river down. Yeah, if they go down, which I mean, the river there is not traversable, but
So it sounds like if we want to cross, we want to go through the thicket.
I mean, the problem with the thicket is if you're trying to head that far west, you're gonna be in the mountains for a long time, eh?
We've been in harsher mountain settings.
Oh. The Minotaur raises one eyebrow.
I raise both.
Um, Well, it sounds like that's probably where we need to go then,
Yeah,
or try to go around the thicket altogether, but I imagine that adds time. Go north and come down through.
or we could just come right through this area right here, south of the thicket, but so like right along its borders.
Yeah,
That way we're right on the edge of the thicket if we need to cover. We're not exactly deep. We're, who knows?
yeah, well, I guess it's been helpful.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure meeting you.
It's a pleasure meeting another adventuring group.
No, agreed.
So I guess we'll try to make our plans and head on out when we can, and
Yeah,
All right.
figure out which way to go.
I mean, I think a straight shot is gonna be the easiest going through the thicket.
I kind of want to do that.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. I grew up in all the woods and
I just hope we
wooded
don't
areas.
end up in that bog.
Or just need to keep south a little bit. Yeah.
Means we all have to go buy machetes.
Let me get a feat real quick. Keen mind.
Yeah.
Just for this mission.
Swap your feet.
All right. So you guys head out towards
The fields.
towards the thicket.
We just want to go straight.
Or do we want to head
Alright.
south on the road and then cut over?
We could probably do a little bit on the road and then head over.
It's basically gonna be straight shot no matter what.
Yeah. Road is a little bit faster travel.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys are sort of so you guys sort of make your way through sort of the thicket. As you guys are sort of, so I have somebody roll a d20 for me, please.
All right.
A 10.
A
Back
10.
down.
All right. So as you guys begin to sort of make your way sort of through the woods and through in this direction, What you see is you sort of start to feel this rumbling sound, feeling, sort of, this rumbling sensation as you guys begin to walk out towards sort of the thicket. You guys walk some more. The rumbling continues, and suddenly, sort of bursting out of sort of the ground, two massive worms come out and sort of surround you, one on either side. That's real tonight's session.
Are these the worms from
Tremors,
Isocross?
are they purple worms?
Um,
Or figure that out next week.
yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it like out of game. They're not gonna be frost worms, but they might. I need to figure
But the
out what.
one guy wanted us to.
Are they little
find
are they little earthworms?
worms.
Oh,
No, they're not the wormkin worms. No, they're for these large. Let me just.
That was like Knight's Call?
that was
No.
up in the ISIL cross.
Yeah, but he wanted like salt from him, right?
Is this the divided god? From Dune?
Sandworms.
Or Tremors?
I'm reading the rest of Dune for all of it.
All of it. Yeah, I read the first book like last year, 2 years
I haven't read any of it.
I'm on the fifth one right now.
All right. Well, too bad that Ben had to go, but
Yeah.
Tornado freaking warning.
Yeah. How dare he care about his safety?